So I thought where better to begin than where I would actually start my makeup routine, which is moisturiser. So if you've been following me for a while, you will know I absolutely love this product. This is the Weleda Skin Food. Now it is for very dry, dehydrated skin. So if you're really oily, this isn't probably going to be your favourite product. I do have it in the light as well, which is nice underneath makeup when you've got like a long day ahead of you or you don't necessarily need that much hydration. I would say if you wanted to try it but you were on the more oily side, this would be a nice nighttime nourishing sort of mask, if you'd call it that. So it's about £8, I think, and I do have a discount code. In fact, probably a lot of the things I'm going to talk about will be on Look Fantastic, so if you were looking for a discount code, it's LFTF GraceB, but I will leave it all in the comment section below. So next I want to talk about foundation, and obviously I'm a bit of an all or nothing sort of type of girl, so if I'm going out and I'm wearing like this sort of makeup, I want a full coverage foundation. I've got it on my skin now. It's the NARS Natural Longwear Radiant Foundation. This is in the shade Barcelona, which is what I have on as well. And I have so many shades of it. This is just a beautiful foundation. It's definitely natural. I wouldn't really say it was dewy. It's just the most beautiful consistency. It's really buildable. So I use this with a beauty blender and I feel like I get the best effect, but if you are a brush girl, it also likes a brush. So this is a 100% yes from me. I thought I would sneak this one in here as well. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. This is a very famous foundation for all the right reasons. It's definitely different to the NARS. It's a lot more sheer. It does have a very nice glow to it. I do find that the negative to this foundation is that it does sort of slip off your face. More of a high-end luxury foundation, but I do find myself like pumping quite a bit out. A nice little hack if you do like a really gorgeous dewy finish without adding so much coverage is I would use more of like a matte foundation underneath that added the coverage that I wanted, and then just go with a tiny thin layer of something like this, and that will preserve this for lasting so much longer, and also you're getting the coverage that you want and the finish that you want by just adding this over the top. So I had to get that one in there, sorry guys. And just whilst we're on sort of like more of the natural side of things, one of my favourite everyday things to wear is the Vita Labrata Beauty Blur. This is the tinted face moisturiser. It's really nice and it just adds that. It evens your skin out quite a lot when you use something like this, which I love. So this is a yes from me. I've just recently added the Chanel bronzer back into my makeup bag. I have been through one of these before, and let me tell you, you have this for years by the time you actually finish it. I'll just show you. I've used it a few times. It's on the expensive side. I think it's about £40, but it is massive. Like it's, you know, it's a very decent size bronzer. It's obviously cream if you didn't know already. I have actually got a video on my Instagram of me using it, and it's lovely on holiday. I think it's nice if you're on the go and you can like slot that into your bag with a brush, and it just goes on really nice. It does add quite a bit of coverage as well, I think, but it's not something that you could use like all over the face. Yeah, it literally says the Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream, and that is what I would describe it as well. So if you're looking for more of a luxury product, if it's your birthday or something that's coming up, then I think this is just a nice staple thing to have that you can just like reach to when you're in a rush. Okay, so if we're going to talk powder now, I love the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I also really like the Huda Beauty in the shade Pound Cake. Two very different powders. The Pound Cake one adds quite a lot of coverage and it is actually in a shade, whereas I know they do a darker one of this, but it's translucent, so it's a lot finer. I'd like to bake with this one, but I couldn't bake with the Huda one. That you can literally feel the powder underneath your eyes, so it's definitely not as fine as the Laura Mercier. This is just like an all-rounder. I know, again, it's a little bit more pricey, but it's a yes from me. Like this is a must-have. It is a must-have. I'm trying to argue with myself through like every product that I pick up, like, is this a must-have? Yeah, it is a must-have. I'm gonna end up with like 100 must-haves here, but we move. So I just want to mention one of, if not my most favourite brand of all time, Becca Cosmetics, and specifically their highlighter. Now I have broken this one. It's the only thing I mean, I don't blame them for it because this is why they're so good, but they're just so finely milled that they just, put it this way, don't take it out of the house. Don't move it, don't leave it in its own drawer. But I did pick up a new one just to replace that one that I've broken, and I'll just show you. Oh my God, this makes me so happy. Can we just? That is one that I would say is 100, 110, 30,000% worth the money. Like, it lasts ages if you don't break it, and it's just, I mean, I've got it on now, it melts into the skin like butter. All these products have been in my kit as well, and I have used on other people, and that is just one highlighter. You can get it so wrong with highlighters. That is one highlighter that you can just put on any skin tone and it just looks insane. It's called C-Pop now if you were looking for it online. I also tried a new blush of theirs called Flower Child. How cute is that name? I've got it on today, and it's like this sort of pinky, it's got like a sheen to it, for like more of a peachy pink. And yeah, I'm just always so impressed with the quality of their products. Okay, and then just to go on to a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury. So I am kind of new to Charlotte Tilbury. I know that sounds like a sin when I'm saying it, because she's just absolutely smashed it. So many people, especially younger girls, absolutely love her product range. I have always had little bits and bobs from there, like I've got, you know, the Pillow Talk lip liners and lipsticks and stuff like that. But I've never sort of been like a Charlotte Tilbury fan. But having said that, this is their Cheek to Chic. What a good name that is for a blush. Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop blusher in the shade Ecstasy. That was such a mouthful. So as you can see here, it's got like a dual colour. So I actually do prefer the colour in the centre of this, but it is nice also that it's swished around, and it has that like beautiful sheen that you can pop a bit on the apples of your cheeks, and it gives you that sort of like a luminous glow. And their packaging is also to die for. Like, yeah, I am a fan. So I would never usually put an eyeshadow palette in my makeup must-haves, just because I've had so many over the years. But I worked with Be Perfect Cosmetics, and we collabed for a video. And being honest, I'd never used their products before, and this was one of the palettes that they sent me. So it's their Be Perfect Clientele palette, and it says Ja Makeup Artist on the bottom. I'm not sure if that's a collab. And it just has like all the warm tones. You can tell that I love it. I've hit pan on a few. The shimmer shades are beautiful. The matte shades are super pigmented. And yeah, it's just really warm. I just think it's a very handy palette to have, just because of like how many different looks you can do with it. And not an expensive brand either, which is nice that you've got quality and it's not, you know, super high end. Something that I feel like is not talked about enough is a perfect liquid eyeliner. So if you're like me and you just can't use gel eyeliner, like I hate a pot of gel, I just can't do it. This has been my go-to for years now. It's the NYX matte liquid liner, obviously in the shade black. If you have come from my Instagram, you'll see that I use this all the time. It's super handy. It's got like a really flexible nib on it as well, really bendy, if you can see that there. And it doesn't crack, there's so much in it. I have hardly had any of these, and I use them so often. And NYX is just like an all-round affordable brand that I just, yeah, sing their praises for this, because it's a super easy one to use if you're not used to eyeliner. To touch on a few skincare bits, so I picked up the LMS Pro Collagen Rose Cleansing Balm. So I'll just show you what it looks like. It's like a sort of Vaseline-y, yellowy colour. I mean, it smells absolutely amazing. I use it twice a day. If you're somebody like me that wears quite a lot of makeup and you need like a double cleanse, I always remove my makeup first, like a micellar water or something, and then I'll use this, and it doesn't sting my eyes. I can really rub it in there, it gets off mascara. It's a super cleansing treatment balm, and it says what it does on the tin, so this is a big yes from me. They do a not a rose one either, but I just think that rose really suits my skin. So I can't believe I actually went past the chronological order and we didn't mention the Tarte Shape Tape. This is, I have a few of these. My favourite shades are light medium sand, and light sand for those. This is light sand, I think, for those people that want like a super bright inner corner. It's perfect for that. Just think the coverage is nice, the finish is nice, it doesn't crease if it's been set properly, and it lasts so long. And you do get, look out on the Tarte website, because they often do like a 50% off, and you do get a little makeup beauty sponge with them, I think, from what I can remember. So yeah, definitely worth the money for me. I get asked all the time about lashes. Now, since having been a makeup artist for 5 years now, I have realised that there aren't actually a massive amount of really nice lashes on the market. There's a lot of brands that, in my opinion, that do very heavy, sort of thick, dark, bushy looking lash strips, and that is just not me at all. Like, I wish I could rock them, even if I wanted to. They just don't suit me, and what I look for in a lash is wispy, long, comfortable, thin. So with that being said, Hattie Lashes has to be one of my favourite brands. Now, I have used these ones in here before, but these are the TL4. This is about as max thick as I would go. I just sort of like to switch it up depending on the look that I'm doing. TL9s are my favourite, and I also like a TL16 for like a super natural lash. It's a little bit like an Ardell Demi Wispy. So these are a yes from me. It's Hattie Lashes. I've used several other massive competitors of theirs, and I just don't think there's a comparison, to be honest with you. So yes. There are probably 3,000 more products that I could talk about, but I am trying to keep it to a minimum, and these are my all-time favourites. Like, some of these products I've used for such a long time, and others I've only just started using but love just as much. So I'm definitely open as well to trying more of your favourites. So if there are any that you absolutely love that you think are a must-have, drop them down in the comments and I will definitely try them. I'm always on the hunt for new products. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to come back with some more like tutorial based stuff over the next few videos, so keep a lookout for them, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the support. Bye guys.